Hey guys, if you're a fan of the Hulk and wants to read something very simple, well, I have a book for you. It's called Hulk Smash Everything. And the title itself can be misleading, but it doesn't, because there's few things that Hulk does that you normally don't see in the main continuity of the Marvel Universe. So this video was going to be my review on the whole series, because it's only a 5-issue comic book run and it's finished. So you can go to your local comic book store, buy the full set, and just have fun with it. So let's get down to it. My negatives is that the story itself short. 5 issues is not enough, and some of the scenes they show should be really more expand on. Reason why is because you're having the character the Hulk. And don't get me wrong, I'll give it to the positives, but for now, the negatives are really on how short the story is. So, because since you have the character Hulk, you can do so much with him, of showing and embracing that title, smash everything. It could be like more of like how Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe, or Predator versus the Marvel Universe. You know, those titles really went into it as much as they possibly could with their limited issues they were able to have. So with the Hulk smash everything, it should have been something like that, showing Hulk smash everything. He does smash everything, but not. It's more like in a control area, more focused center on Earth, and that's pretty much it, which I'm okay with, because you lose focus if you go like too far out. But that's when you go crazy and you go buck wild. And the story of how he smashed everything is very simple, and I have no negative on that. It's just that when it comes to him of being the Hulk, that's where I really want more from. So let's get into positives. And the positive thing, story is simple, love it, and it's enjoyable, because how the story starts is with the leader who disguised himself as Strange, not smack Bruce Banner upside the head with a frying pan. And any good person who's like not crazy and not super villain, even if you're a super villain, won't do that. Who would take off the Hulk? I know I wouldn't. I mean, come on. And like Dr. Stern, aka the leader, literally almost destroyed the world because he took off the Hulk. The whole reason he did it is to get to Doom's time platform, because he's trying to get rid of the Hulk once for all. And when he does, he sends the Hulk to back to the dinosaur period, where the meteor comes and wipe out the whole dinosaurs. And that didn't succeed at all, because the impact did not destroy Hulk at all. And how the artist drew the impact and showing from like a space view was great. I do love that a lot. And the way they detail the Hulk with one blind eye and scar tissues, missing skin, and a little bit on fire because the impact is on. And then seeing the Hulk jumping from one place to another, just get as far away as possible. But he's so full of rage and anger that he started messing up the time stream. The reason why, because he started smashing the rats that were eating the dinosaurs that didn't survive the impact, and it was causing a huge temporal failure in the present day where the leader was at. So he had to go back in time, because he was like, the Hulk should have died, and he was dumbfounded that he was still alive. And so it was more of like, okay, next plan. And he sent the Hulk into a black hole, the biggest black hole called Sagittarius A. And it was so cool, because the way the author and the artist described this whole situation the Hulk was in was really cool. And the way they did it is pretty much adds some scientific of Hulk being spaghettified, because his body's being breakdown, stretched, just like an actual making spaghetti, like if you make homemade spaghetti. And it was cool because, like, okay, there's no way you can survive that, but the Hulk does because he started absorbing the gamma radiation from the black hole as soon as he's been arrived there. So his whole body was starting rebuilding itself after being spaghettified, after it become dust, and like pretty much restructured himself all the way back to who he was, and stay in the solid form by smashing the black hole within. And he smashed and smashed and smashed and until he destroyed the black hole. And they did a phenomenal job, like showing that raw power. Because, oh my goodness, imagine that much strength to destroy a black hole. That makes no sense, but it was cool. And after that, he started absorbing those cosmic rays and turning himself to Galactus, not like a legitimate form of Galactus. Oh, not like looking as Galactus, but having the power set being big as Galactus. And that's when Galactus came. Galactus was like, "Oh, Bruce, I need to talk to you," but Hulk was not listening at all because he was fueled with rage, and him coming there does not help. And with Galactus not trying to talk to Hulk down and trying to have him listen, he just wanted to start fighting him. I was like, all right, cool fight scenes. And that's where my negative would come when I mentioned earlier about the fight scenes. It's because him and Galactus fought, and they weren't that long. It was pretty short and simple, and especially after he couldn't defeat the Hulk, because he tore the Hulk in pieces, literal pieces. But that didn't stop him. He reformed himself, and Galactus started absorbing his power and become Hulkified. And the funniest thing is when this is what Hulk said: only Hulk can handle being Hulk. And that was the funniest part, because being a Hulk, it's very tremendous, because you have to feel like rage, pure rage, anger, and all that. It's like, imagine yourself as a Hulk writing this story. Must have been like difficult, like, oh man, how am I supposed to express this and that, But that's why I love how Hulk mentioned it. It's like only Hulk can handle being Hulk, and which is true. There's no one else in the universe who can handle being Hulk but Hulk. Maybe his son, but that'll be like another side story if that happens. But this is where the fight scene cuts, because after Galactus become Hulkified, Franklin Richards, the son of Reed Richards and Susan Storm, comes and stops the fight, send Hulk back to Earth where the leader is, and preventing any further potential destruction, which was disappointing, because that was another opportunity of like really showing Hulk's new power set and seeing Galactus, see how strong he is with gamma radiation, and seeing Franklin Richards, seeing having those three fight would have been so cool. I mean, that would have been like really pinnacle of this series. Still, it's not bad at all. I mean, it's great because we get to see Hulk fight Galactus, Hulk in Galactus fight, Hulk smashing the black hole, Hulk surviving a massive meteor on top of him. And the coolest part of the series is where Hulk literally almost destroyed the whole entire Earth because people won't leave him alone. Because when you get back to Earth, he was about to smash Sterling, and dude, he teleported all the way to New York. And the coolest part, I think Hulk only jumped from Liberia all the way to New York in one go, in one leap. They never say it was multiple jumps. They just said he jumped from Liberia to New York. So in my assumption, I'm assuming Hulk, with all this new power, literally jumped from Liberia to New York in one go. There's no multiple jumps like he normally would. And seeing that was great. Seeing the heroes like call everyone. They didn't bring the artists, They didn't bring everyone in. They only brought a majority of people that was going to pretty much end the story on issue 5, because they had Reed Richards, well, pretty much the Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, like people who can like fix the Earth, because Reed and Sue were trying to hold down the Hulk while they Iron Man's in the story, but not everyone was just trying to figure out how to stop the Hulk. So they sent him to Antarctic, and this is where the Hulk almost destroyed the whole planet Earth, because after he couldn't leave the Antarctic, he started smashing all the way down to the Earth's core and destroyed literally the Earth's core, and all the lava and metal force started shooting out of space where everyone could see. And the panel really showed Hulk smiling because he's like happy that the world was going to burn because no one was leaving him alone. And it's like, that's Hulk all at once, just to be left alone. And it was great because after Hulk like got shoot up, like he didn't get back into the surface. He only got launched enough where he has foot in the ground and started falling back into the Earth because the Earth fell on top of it. And this is where Hulk lifts up the literal Earth, like the core of the tectonic plates and stuff, and holding it up himself. And this is where it brought the heroes time to devise a plan to fix the Earth and just put things back to normal at least. Because this is where Thane came in, helped the Hulk. There was a little debate because Hulk was just angry, and Thane calming down, didn't tease him, didn't do anything. He was just holding his peace, and those two were working in silence. And then when Johnny Storm came in, I love his part because the narration brought out that Johnny Storm once in his life read the room, and we all know Johnny Storm is hothead. So in a moment like this, I clearly thought it was going to be, oh, he's going to say something smart and witty and cause a huge commotion. Nope. He read the room, he stayed quiet, he just absorbs the heat from the Earth so Thing and the Hulk won't pass out from the heat or burn. So, I mean, Hulk survives vacuum space and the black hole, so he wouldn't have burned. But they don't know that. So, this is where Susan brings the Earth core back inside. This is where Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, use their powers to take some of the sun's plasma energy, put it into the core to like stabilize it just enough where everything could get back to normal, because the Earth was starting to fix itself because the tectonic plates were going back how they were, because the Earth, the core was reattaching itself. And after all that fiasco, Scarlet Witch made a portal, brought everyone back to the surface. So it was only 3 people: Human Torch, Thing, and Hulk. And it was end of the story. Besides Hulk leaving the heroes, going further into the Antarctic just to be left alone, where Iron Man was trying to stop the Hulk, but Reed and everyone else were trying to tell Tony to leave him because he's not hurting anyone, and he just won't be left alone. And the greatest scene of this issue was Hulk just sitting down with a penguin and watching the night of the skies of the aurora lights, and it was just wonderful. It was very peaceful for the Hulk, and I really love it because it finally gave Hulk what he wanted. Left him alone, he rests, he fell asleep. Bruce woke up just in time for breakfast, and that's the end of the issue. So that's pretty much a whole summary of the story and how I feel about it, because overall I will recommend everyone to read this comic book. It does stick to the title. It could be more in depth for sure, but besides that, I love it. I mean, I love it. I might sound biased, but I love it a lot because like it was a fun read. I enjoyed those small moments we got with the Hulk, because like we don't really get to see Hulk cut loose as much in the Marvel comics. Like my favorite moment is Warbreaker Hulk fights Sentry And those two were just smashing at each other, like fighting each other to like all the way down to 0 powers because they drained themselves so much, was the coolest moment. And it's like stuff like that I would like to see more. I like to see more Hulk getting cut loose to really push his limits. And this is what the comic gave me. It gave me a Hulk that pushed his limit out. It gave me a Hulk that can destroy a black hole inside itself. It gave me a Hulk that can literally fight Galactus no issue. And a Hulk that can destroy the planet Earth if he wanted to. So I really recommend you read it and just have fun with it. The whole 5 issues are all out in the comic book stores, so you should be able to buy the whole set and read it for yourself and really get and enjoy it.